Hello everybody, this is ModernRetroGamer and welcome to a review. Today we are going to be looking at a new game that was released this week for the PC, Wii U, and PS4 from Kaiko and Nordic Games, The Legend of K Anniversary. To explain, Legend of K was a PS2 game released to positive reviews in 2005 and received some level of cult popularity. And this is a revival of the one-game series 10 years on. The Legend of K is, at its core, an action-adventure platformer with martial arts combat set in a distinctly Chinese-style world. The story begins with two friends, K, our hero, and Su Ling, the love interest, discussing the history of their home, Yanqing, and the four races therein, including cats, hares, and pandas, who all lived in harmony as they followed the Way. However, they strayed from the Way, and now are suffering under the Din, an invading force led by gorillas and rats. When they close K's school and the master does not put up a fight about it, K steals the ancestral sword of his village and escapes to confront Tak, the rat alchemist. The combat and gameplay The gameplay is divided into two main sections, combat and platforming. The combat is far more competent than other games of its style, with basic combos, guard breakers, and area of effect moves, as well as 3 different weapon types, sword, claw, and hammer. However, while one-on-one combat is very smooth and offers a good challenge, normally it's based on boss fights, the camera doesn't function as well when facing multiple enemies, with at least one commonly being out of view, leading to a couple of cheap hits. Overall, solid, meaty controls prevent it from being a pure button masher, which elevates it above most games of this style. Platforming and exploration is also far more than other games of this style in terms of complexity. You start with a double jump, but you also learn to do a somersault jump and a reflection jump, which is just a wall jump under another name. You can also travel around using Combo Mode's quick movement feature, which is either jumping between enemies or demon zhongs. In addition, you can use your environment to your advantage, swing from poles, swing from ropes, and use zip lines. The game does show its age in some areas though, although the main characters have received an increased poly count. The same cannot be said for the backgrounds, which can seem a little disconcerting occasionally, such as the odd pentagonal logs in the cat village. Likewise, the dialogue hasn't been updated or improved since 2005. This means that the voices sound a little lower quality than the music, but the music was great anyway, so that's kind of gonna happen. And the dialogue also includes some really dating phrases, such as K referring to the
I don't believe this! Sarcasm is wasted on these dipwads.
Dipwad. My god. The dialogue also contradicts the style of the game in itself, just at a couple of points where they refer to the rats as bastards. Yes. The guy barely sounds like he's hitting puberty and he's calling people bastards. That's tough. Overall, the game is very good. I think the reason it wasn't so successful in the past is mostly due to the fact that the market had been oversaturated at that point. Cutesy animal protagonist, platformer, third-person combat. What kind of games in that era had that style? Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog to a point, Spyro the Dragon, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, the generation before that, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64. It was a widespread genre, but nowadays not so much, and that gives K the chance to shine that it didn't previously have. I mean, nowadays, you have Rare Replay, Project Spark for Xbox One, Yooka-Laylee, which isn't out yet, but beyond that, there's not much. K has a lot more of a chance to succeed now, and I believe it will. I mean, look at those other examples. What are they doing now? Sonic is still doing it, yeah. Crash Bandicoot has been dead in the water since Crash Mind Over Mutant. Spyro the Dragon moved away from 3D platforming into Skylanders and is now no longer even the mascot of Skylanders. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger crashed horribly after the second game, and Banjo-Kazooie is fat and overweight and was in a racing game. Donkey Kong, on the other hand, went back to the country days. So, yeah. K is in a market that doesn't have as much anymore, and I think it's a throwback to a time when good gameplay didn't mean realistic gun physics. It didn't mean, oh, the graphic, they're beautiful, it's like it's reality. It's more, this is a fun game to play. It challenges you, but if you can beat it, proves you're good. It's not proving that you can game the system. It means you can play the game. And, you know, it's good. And it really tried to develop a backstory. It tried to develop a storyline, to create a world. And I think potentially if this game goes well, if this is commercially successful, I think a second game could potentially happen. And I wouldn't be against it. It seems like a really good idea. It seems like a really good game. So, finally, I'm going to wrap up, and in summary, combat, platforming, good combination, good play, it works very well. Any cons? There's an issue with the cutscenes where the audio and video are not synced up, but this can be fixed with a patch, more than likely. Really, there's nothing much wrong with it. Camera, that you're going to expect that in a third-person game, that there is going to be a character or two off-screen. And how well do they optimize it for the re-release? Well, they've added in achievements, Steam trading cards for the PC version, off-TV play for the Wii U version, and online leaderboards for the races. At the time of my recording this, I think I'm 5th on the first race. So, yeah. Maybe by the time you guys are playing the game, if you decide to get it, I'll probably have been knocked off that. But until then, this is ModernRetroGamer, and I'm going to give Legend of K Anniversary a, let's say, 76%. It's good, it's solid, it's not going to change the world, but it's a good game in its own right, and it's a genre I loved. So, goodbye.